All right, question. Are all these free plugins really a good thing? So if we go back in time, free plugins are really only kind of given out during like holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. It was like a whole experience. Now we're getting plugins being released like every day, every week. Today, the internet is flooded with free plugins, and over the years, I have collected a lot of them. Honestly, I have way more than I need and way more than I use on a regular basis. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that a lot of these free plugins are a great entry point, especially when you're starting out. You don't have an EQ or you don't have a compressor and you've just seen one from this new company that's giving you a free one. But as I look back over this, I've kind of noticed there's a bit of a problem. Number one, there are too many similar plugins. To me, this leads to or can lead to just inconsistent behavior. If today I'm utilizing free compressor number 1, and then tomorrow I use free compressor number 2. And then by the end of the week, I'm using free compressor number 3. But on Monday now, I've just downloaded another 5 free compressors. And then I start testing those out. Over time, I've never really built a firm process or even muscle memory if I'm constantly going through different plugins. Or even worse, if I do pull up a session and I have 5 or 10 of them in there, which one am I going to pick today? Number 2, some of the companies don't survive. So according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, 20% of new businesses fail within the first 2 years, 45 during the first 5 years. Only about 25% of new businesses make it to 15 years or more. So here's a scenario. Let's say I've downloaded a plugin, I've had it, the company has been around. Let's say they've passed that 2-year mark, right? They're already past 2 years. Heck, we'll even give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that they were going for 4 years. It was a huge thing when Apple switched from Intel to M1, right? So here we are with this new company. I downloaded the version that was good for Intel, but that new company was not necessarily prepared for this huge shift or switch. So the plugin only works on the Intel version, not on the Apple Silicon version. And since they're fairly new, again, they're under that 5-year mark, they aren't prepared to fully support bringing this plugin up to Apple Silicon standard. So here I am now, I've been utilizing this for 4 years. I get a new Mac and this plugin, which was great, I no longer have access to because they are not supporting Apple Silicon. Now I get it, that's a choice that you're making by switching your computer, but these things happen all the time. Who knows when the next big thing is going to happen? Is this company prepared to, follow up those support updates? I mean, heck, there's still some other companies right now that still haven't, that are pretty big. And in this case, I'm kind of looking at you, Air Music Technology with Expand 2. I honestly love Expand 2. It's been an instrument that I use for a long time, but they still don't have Apple Silicon support yet. So here, let's kind of get on that, please. Or how about this? The amount of effort it takes to get the free plugin up and running in your DAW. First, you got to sign up for the email list. Then you got to download the download installer program to download the application. And if you're downloading a new instrument, now you got to download the new special player that comes with that instrument. Oh, are you going to register the plugin online or offline? Or even worse, you got to register with iLok. Do you have an iLok account?
That's too much information!
But now that I've downloaded these 5 free plugins, these 5 companies are emailing me all week now saying, do I want to buy this plugin? Do I want to buy that one? And I don't like getting a lot of emails. All right, so maybe some of you guys are saying, can you really complain if it's a free plugin? My response to that is it really free? Is anything in life really free? Ask yourself, what are you really trading, passively giving away, or exchanging for these plugins? Since in the future, there will probably be another plugin that looks very good, whether that's from a long-standing company or maybe a newer one, and I'll probably end up downloading it, as probably will you, I'll suggest this. Let's probably make sure that we are bouncing the stems to the actual file as opposed to just leaving the plugin on, so that way that we can pull those sessions up in the future. That's just a suggestion, which again, I'm gonna have to start reminding myself to do that as well, because recently I have found instances where I would pull up a session for something and it just didn't work. So show up in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. So if you found anything from today's discussion interesting or thought-provoking, you can help me by hitting that like button. And if you didn't, let it be known in the comment section. It all helps the algorithm. Subscribe to get locked into the channel and that you'll be notified when I post up the next video. Until next time, peace.
Yes. Complex.